Game number 5 for the Boston Bruins. They take on the Montreal Canadiens, the hated Habs, the big rival. Once again, Habs going to be a hell of a lot better. They added Shea Weber, defensive strength. They get Carey Price back from injury. You know this team's going to be a lot better. We're going to get as quick as we can into it because there's a lot to talk about with this game. Anton Khudobin getting the start again. He goes opposed to Carey Price. No scoring in the first period. And then it's just a miserable period for Boston as Montreal will score twice in the second period, pretty much spending all of the period in the Boston Bruins' end. So goals by Brendan Gallagher and Paul Dano Bookham. Just a terrible period for Boston. Big mistakes. Just you can't let this happen. When you're playing the Montreal Canadiens, you have to play for a full 3 20-minute periods. Can't take a shift off against these guys. They're a lot better, and they have the best or the second best goaltender in the Eastern Conference right now, with it being Carey Price or Braden Holtby. If you want, you can throw Henrik Lundqvist in there. It really doesn't matter. But good news for Boston. In the third period, they start fighting back. Dominic Moore getting a goal in. Fourth line coming through again. But Montreal will answer it back, and you thought that this was a potential killer. A shorthanded turnover leads to a breakaway goal for Paul Byron, making it 3-1 Habs. But on the same power play, no less, they find Ryan Spooner, and Ryan Spooner will throw it in, make it 3-2. But Torrey Mitchell will score again, 4-2 Montreal. And this is where things get really irritating for me. You have a 6-on-4 opportunity that eventually becomes a 6-on-3 opportunity under 2 minutes. 2 goals down. 2 goals down. And this is the lineup that Claude Julien rolls out. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Brad Marchand. That's reasonable. We like that. Patrice Bergeron. Oh, that makes perfect sense. We like that. Your new acquired David Backes. Absolutely, yes. On your defense, you have Torrey Krug. Great shot. Yes. Got to have that. David Krejci. Good playmaker. Yes. And the big fuck off Zdeno fucking Chara. Why? Why, Claude? Why? What is going through your goddamn head? Do you want to get fired? That's how you get fired. By putting that 6'9", ungrateful, old as fuck oaf out on a 6-on-3 when you have your second highest scorer, a guy who scored a point in every game for you. 7 points in 4 games coming into tonight. 3 goals, 4 assists, and David Pastrnak. And you have him on the bench. You have him on the bench. Come on, Claude. You can do better than that. When the game's on the line, you put your best players out. So, yes, the second period, I will put on the Boston Bruins as a team. They need to play better than that. They can't get trapped around and running around in their own zone for an entire period and expect to win hockey games. But at the end of the game, Claude, that's on you. You got to put your players out. You got to put your goal scorers out when you need a goal or 2 to get back in and potentially take it to overtime. So, I am very frustrated right now. This is a potential firing offense for Claude Julien here. Especially considering this marks the 9th straight time that Montreal has come into Boston and has beaten us. So, next episode, we get the Minnesota Wild, another potential playoff team. Hopefully things can come better. Hopefully the Bruins do not yet again start a game trailing in the goals department. And maybe somebody will show this to Claude Julien. He'll get his head out of his own ass and stop putting Zdeno Chara out there in big key goal-scoring situations. This is frustrating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm yelling. I'm sorry I'm mad, but I'm frustrated that you do not put anybody else. Put Ryan Spooner out there. Hell, put Matt Bolesky out there. Yeah, hell, put Jimmy Hayes out there. He's just as useless as Zdeno Chara. Ugh. Oh, put David Krejci down low and put Colin Miller or John Michael Lyles on the point. If you really want to have two defensemen out there. Ugh. That's a bitter one to swallow. We'll see you on the next Bruins Recap Show.